let us know for last thoughts, our listeners live and on podcast.
All right, we know that I do joke quite often about my attempted escapes from the psych ward, but in all seriousness, the psych ward gang is seriously my idea of representing the military. Representing mental health in the military community. So if you happen to run into any type of mental health crisis or emergency, do not be ashamed nor afraid to dial 988, press option 1. Again, just as I had to do when I was in a moment of crisis, do not be ashamed nor afraid to dial the digits 988, then press option 1 if you find yourself in a similar... Hello. Welcome to episode 107 of the WarDawg Trail podcast. I am your host, Sergeant WarDawg. Here's my co-host,
Remo 311. How's it going?
All right, bro. All right. Hey, this is the kind of episode. All right. First off, you can visit our website, sergeantwardawgtv.com. All right, as well as the Facebook page, Sergeant WarDawg TV, the YouTube channel, Sergeant WarDawg TV, and the Instagram page, Sergeant WarDawg TV. All right, you can also find us on X at Sergeant War. All right. We are brand ambassadors for Reaper Apparel Co. So you can use our code, Sergeant WarDawg TV, for 10% off of your entire order. All right, Camp Doghouse is our nonprofit here in Central Florida, in which we are trying to alleviate the veteran homelessness issue. All right, you can check us out at campdoghouse.org to find out what we are trying to do in the Central Florida area to help as many homeless veterans as possible live in an off-grid or camp setting. Last year, we won 2 awards. All right. The first award came from Acquisition International Magazine. We were named Leading Veteran Welfare Outreach Nonprofit Organization for 2023. We were also awarded by Corporate Livewire an award as Veteran Support Nonprofit Organization of the Year. All right. We are media members of the National Shooting Sports Foundation. That is the organization that owns and runs SHOT Show. We will soon be media members of POMA, the Professional Outdoor Media Association. And last but not least, I have finally released my book. It's the same name as this podcast, The WarDawg Trail. It is now out on Amazon, detailing our 3 tours in Iraq as Marine Infantry Riflemen. Be sure to pick up your copy. All right. And without further ado, I now bring to the stage the one, the only, Hector Bravo.
What up,
Army How you doing, bro? We got
on?
the Army Infantry veteran, best-selling international author of Operation Yard Recall, an in-depth guide to working inside a correctional facility, as well as the host of That Prison Guard on YouTube. All right, bro, I can't thank you enough for taking time out of your busy schedule to come on the show. And as a grunt, I can't do anything but salute you and tell you, bro, that you are one of the reasons why I joined the military. To be in the infantry field as a grunt on the front lines where the real shit happens. I'm so glad that someone like you is out there and doing your thing, with your books, with your documentary, Grunt, that's about to come out. I can't give you enough words, bro, but thank you for coming on the show, man.
Likewise, dude. Likewise. I mean, that's where it's at, bro, right at the front.
All right. Exactly. Now, to start us off, man, if you don't mind, talk to us about why you decided to join the Army infantry of all fields, bro. What made you decide that you wanted to be a grunt?
I'm from a small town, Brawley, California. That's in Southern California, man. It borders Mexico, and it borders the Arizona Yuma border right there. So southeast. There ain't shit to do there, man. There's nothing to do there. It's a small town. You get in trouble, you drink beer, you fight, you get arrested. I mean, that's kind of what you do for fun. DUIs and junior year in high school. So this was before 9/11, before the Twin Towers went down, 2000 or 2001. The Marine Corps recruiter came in to the classroom, decked out in his uniform, and starts talking about the Marines, start talking about the military, traveling overseas. He was wearing all his ribbons, GI Bill, and the light bulb went off. I'm going to join the military, or I'm going to join the Marine Corps. That's kind of what the thought process was. So I go to the Marine Corps recruiter station. It's in El Centro. They're right next to each other, like all the branches. And I walk in, man. I tell the Marine, like, hey, I want to be a Marine, this and that. He's like, oh, come to the back and take the practice ASVAB test. Like, all right. I was probably 16 at the time. And I take the test, and I failed. He's like, oh, you failed, man. Try your luck next door with the Army. They're laughing at me. I'm like, what the hell? I'm too dumb to be a Marine? What the hell? So I go to the Army and I tell them, like, hey, I just took this practice ASVAB test over here and I didn't pass it. They're like, no worries, kid. Come and take hours. I didn't even know what the hell an ASVAB test was, right? I was just like bouncing around asking questions. And I took whatever test they gave me. They're like, hey, you passed. I'm like, fuck, there it is. I was like, I want infantry. I don't really think I had a choice either way, but hey, I want infantry right off the bat, you know? That goes without saying. And the reason I chose that is because I wanted a job that I couldn't do out in the public sector, meaning like you can't be a grunt out in fucking civilian world, right? But you could be a bank accountant in finance. You can be anything else. And I came home. I told my younger sister, I said, I'm joining the Army. I'm joining the infantry. She's 3 years younger than me. She's always had my back. She's like, oh, hell yeah. And then 9/11 happened, bro, after I had already enlisted in the delayed entry program. So I knew what time it was.
Exactly. All right. Now, if you don't mind, from there, talk to us about, deploying to Iraq, man, and everything you had to do to put in work as a grunt, bro.
So
I'm sorry. You know what? I'm sorry. Before that, also talk about going through the infantry school, bro, and become qualified as a grunt.
So when the Twin Towers went down, the United States initially invaded Afghanistan. I was watching on the TV, Special Forces soldiers dying, and I was feeling something inside of me, man. At the age of 17, like, I need to be there. Like, what the fuck? I'm just wasting air and wasting time right here. Like, the fuck? So I had that drive, dude. I can't tell you where it came from or what beats inside of me. Probably the same thing that beats inside of you guys. Like, you just have to be in the fucking mix. And I go to Fort Benning, Georgia, man. I'm from fucking California. Like, I never knew humidity. I never knew humidity like Georgia. And I land there July 23rd, 2002 at 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night. And I was drenched in sweat, dude. And it wasn't like the Marine Corps. As soon as you get off the bus, they're fucking yelling at you or on the bus. It was kind of eerie that did not happen. I was waiting for that to happen. So nothing, dude. I'm on the bus. Ain't nobody come and yell. I get off. There's soldiers in uniform with rank, and they're not yelling at us. They're like, hey, get off, get over here, put your shit over here, sit down on these benches. I'm kind of like wondering, what the hell is this? They're like, welcome to 30th AG reception. So reception is their in-processing unit. So I'm like, well, it's kind of like purgatory, man, because you're stuck. You're waiting to go to your unit, right, in basic training. And thank God it only lasted like a week and a half, man. Some people stay there a month. I couldn't do it because you're not doing shit. You're getting all your shots. It's like they line you up and they give you your 12 shots. They're giving you, at the time, the old school BDUs. That's how I know I'm old now, man. I got those old school BDUs. Yep. Shave your head. your life insurance, right? Your SLGI or SGLI when you get killed in combat, give your family the money, filling out the paperwork. I I turned 18 years old. Yeah, I turned 18 years old in basic training. And then the day that they marched us down to Alpha 254, which was our basic training unit, that's where it began, man. The shark attack. Hey, hurry the fuck up. 5, 4, 2, 1. Get the fuck down. Get down. And I remember just doing push-ups and just loving it, dude. Like, oh yes, like this is it. We made like fuck yeah. But there was a caveat, man. There was a little thing that kind of checked me. When they kept saying you're gonna be a killer, you're a fucking killer, you're gonna kill. I was hesitant at that, man. I was reluctant. Even though this is what I had wanted, it's like, hey, this is it. And I had to tell myself, Hector, if you do not play this game, if you do not trick your mind into accepting this, you're gonna have a hard time. So I kind of had to flip that switch and like, hey, fuck it, let's go all the way in. And it was I forgot how many months. It was 9 weeks of basic training, and then your AIT, you roll right into it. Well, let me see. I started July 22nd. I graduated November 8th. So whatever time frame that is, man, is just learning how to fucking kill. And
right on.
preparing to go to Iraq, because they were already talking about weapons of mass destruction. Saddam Hussein, you got to liberate the people. And, you know, there ain't no radios in fucking basic training boot camp. There's no television. There was no cell phones back then. There ain't shit, dude. You're fucking isolated from the fucking society, man. But the only source to the outside world that I had was in front of the chow hall. There was a newspaper stand. I'm assuming for the drill instructors, drill sergeants. And I would just peek out of the corner of my eye, peek the headlines. And at the time, yeah, they were talking about Saddam Hussein. They were talking about the Washington, D.C. sniper that was happening in 2002.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was that right there. That was like, okay, fucking training to get to the mix.
Right on.
And then I go to Germany, man. Schweinfurt, Germany. That was my duty station. Luckily, with the Army, they let you pick like your MOS. They let you pick like your term. I did a 3-year contract, and then they let you pick your duty station. I picked Europe, which was fucking cool for me. Like I said, I'm from a small town, man. I just wanted to get out there and see the world. And as soon as they bus us into a classroom, man, on Leadward Barracks, we just graduated basic training. The specialists, the E4s and the E5s in the room, they tell us, if you're going to 118 infantry or 126 infantry, you're going to Iraq. And this was our first day in the unit, bro. And we just put our head down. It's like, I just remember everybody in the room was like the air got knocked out of us, right? Like, fuck, man, this is fucking real. This is fucking real. So by then it was 2003. I mean, if you look at the time frame, I enlisted in 02. This was 03. I touched down in Germany. We started training immediately, dude. It was no rest for the wicked. When I tell you, you guys have to know this, man. When I tell you 20-hour days, 22-hour days of fucking training, dude, it was no rest for the wicked. There was no Monday through Friday. There was nothing like that, dude. I mean, I don't know how the military is now, but it was fucking 24/7, 365, especially living in the barracks.
Exactly.
And then the war kicked off, man, in Iraq, the shock and awe. And we were pissed off, dude, that we were stuck in Germany while this fucking war kicked off. I have a picture of me and my best man, dude. We're throwing our uniform at the TV, at the news. We're drunk. And like, I got the pictures, man. We're like, this is fucking bullshit. We missed our fucking war. Fuck. Right? We're pissed. We're furious, dude. We're drunk. And this was in 2003, man. And little did we know that we would be getting deployed to Iraq in 2004. And that would be the beginning of the insurgency, the guerrilla warfare.
Right on. Now, we were all, Grim 0311 and I, we were actually there for the first day. We crossed the border 03? And went in on that. Yeah, in 03, March 03. We have 3 tours together. We went together in the same unit, but different I'm sorry, yeah, the same battalion, but we were in different companies. But we're both 0311 infantry riflemen, and we went over in 03, 04, and 05.
Fuck.
When we went over in 03, we were the ones that pulled down Saddam's statue in Baghdad,
Hell yeah, dude.
right? And then in 04, when the Blackwater guys were killed in Fallujah, we were a part of that very first assault into Fallujah after they got hit. And then for that third tour, they sent us right back to goddamn Fallujah, bro. So we totally understand your timeline and your time frame, man. If you don't mind, talk to us, because I've seen a lot of your posts where I'm sorry, I know you lost a buddy. I think you were in Balad, was that right?
I was in Balad. I was 50 miles north of Baghdad.
Yeah.
Not to get confused with Camp Anaconda, the big, massive fucking Air Force base that had a swimming pool, 10 top of the line chow facilities, man, steak, lobster, shrimp, pizza, right?
Yeah.
I was 15 miles south of that big ass Camp Anaconda in literally the city of Balad on a small ass forward operating base that didn't have a chow hall, didn't have a gym. Towards the end, it did. Towards the end of the 13-month deployment, but Balad, man. So let me tell you guys what happened. While you guys were fucking doing the Lord's work in 03, we were training in Germany, right, to go over in 04. So I was part of Charlie Company 118 Infantry, 2nd Platoon. That's our unit, man. That's who we trained with. These are our brothers. We're fucking tight. Different platoons, right? There was 4 platoons, 1st platoon, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Well, fucking 1 month before we deployed to Iraq, the powers above came up with this great idea. They said, we're gonna pull 1 platoon from Charlie Company, and we're gonna attach you guys to tankers, and we're gonna make a whole, like a Frankenstein company out of 1 platoon of grunts, 1 platoon of combat engineers, 1 platoon of tankers, and 1 platoon of National Guard. That made up that new company. Well, lo and fucking behold, they picked my platoon, 2nd Platoon, because they hated our platoon sergeant. He was a psychopath. But I mean, you kind of need a psychopath. You kind of need a psychopath in war, you know. But you do. That's why we got deemed to go over there, and we were like the stepchildren, man. We felt like we got thrown to the wolves, and we literally did get thrown to the wolves because we went to Balad. The rest of our regular unit went up to Tikrit, Saddam's hometown. Well, I don't got to tell you guys that the tankers used and abused us, man. They abused and abused us and the engineers. While they stayed playing their fucking Xboxes, we were getting fucked up, dude. By IEDs, roadside bombs. Roadside bombs were in Balad, like, all day, all night, out on patrol.
Yeah.
And that doesn't even include the indirect mortar fire and the rocket fire that we were receiving daily on our FOB. But we would talk to our buddies back up in Tikrit that we weren't with, and they're like, "Hey, man, we feel bad for you guys. Like, you guys are getting fucked up." So when you mention like a buddy getting killed, it's like that's what we were dealing with. Oh, and then the car bombs came. V-bids, man, it was fucking progression. These fucking assholes, you know what I mean? It was progression.
Right on. I totally understand you.
Yeah.
Another reason that I'm proud to have you, man, is because exactly what you just said. All right. I feel sometimes that the media or society gets so wrapped around wanting to hear about special ops or the SEALs. I feel that sometimes they overlook the goddamn grunts, bro. I feel like they overlook the battle and the true to life frontline shit that we experience in the infantry fields, man. So my hat's off to you because that you know what it's like to duck and dodge V-bids, car bombs, IEDs, snipers. You know exactly what it's like, to walk those dangerous streets, bro. So I really appreciate you taking the time to share that with us and let us know what you've been through with that, man.
Thank you, dude. Likewise, yeah, like you had mentioned, you had asked me, like, hey, man, I don't think people want to hear from a story from a regular grunt. I said, nah, fuck that, man. We're going to bring it back. We're going to fucking let them know, like, Hey man, we weren't like special forces. Like I wasn't a fucking Navy SEAL. I was straight up fucking grunt, man. You tell me to go walk
Goddamn
this,
right.
you tell me to go walk this fucking side of the dirt road, and there's a fucking bomb there. That's what we have to do. It's like
There you go.
it you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's a chess piece on the chess board, right? And the favors are not usually, the odds are usually not in your favor. But as you know, improvise, overcome, and adapt. You know, and that's nothing to take away from those special ops and those, man. But everybody heard us their story and everybody else's, man. It's time to hear ours.
Damn right. You damn right, bro. All right. Now, I'm not sure about the exact order as far as when you started your book and when you started the YouTube channel. So if you don't mind, walk us into serving in Iraq, and then you go on to enter corrections, and how do things go from there?
So I told you that my best man and I were throwing our uniform at the TV when you guys invaded Iraq because we thought we missed the Super Bowl, man. Well, we it was a long 13 months. Okay, there was a lot of shooting, a lot of killing on both sides. There was a lot of I mean, you know what comes along with it, man. Death, destruction. And after 13 months, it kind of fucking wears your ass down, man. It becomes not repetitive, but like, hey, man, this isn't, I'm cool. You know, I'm fucking cool. I can't wait to get the fuck out of here. So in one particular day, towards the end of our deployment, we were out on patrol and we got a radio call saying that an Iraqi civilian car had gotten shot up by some different Iraqis, different tribal wars, you know, and we arrive on the scene and the whole car was lit up with AK-47 fire. The driver was like this, bullet hole right here, brains hanging on his shoulder. And like, we're down there, we're looking at this dude's fucking dead, man. Not the first dude brains we seen, just fucking tired of it. And the guy's family comes, man. The guy's family comes. And my buddy Weeks from Texas, he's like, hey, Farrell, that's my real last name. Hey, I got the dude's family right here. You want me to let him go? I'm like, no, Weeks, no, hold him right there. And he's like, too late, they're already going. And me and my best man are posted and we see the family coming. So we're like, oh, they're about to see their dad's brains. Like fucking, like, I mean, you're about to see this. And yeah, sure as shit, man. He was probably our age at the time, 19 years old. He starts flipping out. Like flipping out, you know, in their language, and we're like, fuck, man. Just another curveball, right? Just another fucking thing. And then we threw him a body bag and we're like, yeah, load his ass up, right? Load your own dad in the fucking body bag, get him the fuck out of here. And we're sitting down on the fucking side of the dirt canal road, and my best man tells me, hey, bro, you think when we go back to Germany, we're going to be fucked up in the head and have some type of syndrome or disorder like the Vietnam veterans or the Gulf War veterans? I'm like, nah, bro. Nah, we're fucking cool. Like, look at us, man. The dude's brains are just chilling right there. And like, dude, all we can think about is eating. Like, I hope the chow hall's open when we get back, man. Because it was morning time. It was like 6:30 in the morning and they closed the chow hall like at 7 a.m. And he's like, yeah, you're right. But if you think about it in hindsight, that's just not normal, man. That's not normal.
Right.
So then I told him, like, hey, bro, you remember when we were throwing our blue cord, our infantry blue cord at the TV, and all we wanted was war? He's like, he just shook his head. He's like, yeah, man, I just can't wait to get the fuck out of here. We had about a month to get out of country at that point. And it's like, dude, I'm cool with all this shit, man.
Right on.
So we come back in 2005, man. As you guys, Wounded Warrior Project was not as prevalent as it is now. Mental health was not a fucking thing. It was like taboo. You considered weak, ostracized. Fuck the whole taboo, the whole fucking nine, man. So like, of course you're gonna hide. Of course you're gonna hide what's really happening. You're not gonna tell people what you're really thinking. As a matter of fact, since we're on the subject, before we left country, there was a nurse or a psych doctor in the FOB medical room. And then what our higher ups told us were like, hey, this lady's gonna ask you a bunch of questions. The sooner that you answer no, the sooner that we're gonna leave this place. We're like, all right, cool. So she's like, hey, you ever killed anybody? No. You ever watch any Americans get killed? No. You ever seen any civilians get killed? No. You ever see like, fuck, dude? No. All the way across the board when all of them were fucking yes. But that just goes to show you like how it developed. Yeah. So shortly after I returned from Iraq, I ETS'd out of the Army, dude. My contract was up. And I went back home to Brawley, dude, I'm an alcoholic. I haven't mentioned yet on this episode that I'm an alcoholic by definition. Like, fuck, I have 13 years of sobriety right now. But
congratulations.
Thank you, dude. Thank you. But at that time, self-medicating, survivor's guilt, post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety. I now know this now. Then I thought I lost my fucking mind, dude. Mm-hmm. I was drinking, smoking weed. I don't even like weed. Doing coke. I don't necessarily like coke either. And smoking meth, which I definitely never liked fucking meth. The only reason I was doing this is just to try to like fucking chase the adrenaline of combat and try to minimize and try to self-medicate and numb what the fuck was going on. That went on for a year, dude. That was a dark fucking year.
Really?
Right on. Totally understand when you're there, bro.
Yeah, for sure. In that process, I'm applying to become a correctional officer. Right? I wasn't a shitbag. I wouldn't necessarily say I was like a criminal or a shitbag. I was just going fucking through it, man. Going through it. Like I had a good heart and a good moral compass, but I was fucking suffering, man. I mean, you guys know what it's like, and it fucking sucks.
Oh yeah, man. You're trying to numb the pain, like you said. You know, we had it too.
Correct.
They bring in the psychs and stuff, and they're like, hey, go up in there and talk to them. You ain't gonna say shit. Everything's gonna be no. Same thing, man. You get back and then you start going through all these issues, man. Yeah. You trying to numb the pain, man. You don't know what's going on. We kids, we were still kids.
You hit the nail on the head, man. We're fucking kids. Damn, dude, that gave me chills when you said that because the human brain doesn't stop developing till the age of 26. I got out of the Army at the age of 20. And I had already packed in death, destruction, how to fuck shit up, how to kick in doors, how to blow fucking cars up, people's up, houses up. Like, you know what I mean? You're fucking trained. You're turned on. You're at the fucking switch. You're up. And they didn't teach you how to unturn that motherfucker off, dude. So my family thought I would fucking lost my goddamn mind. I wasn't the same son that came back. I wasn't. I wasn't the same brother. I wasn't the same friend. I wasn't the same Hector. So I end up getting hired on by the California Department of Corrections, man. I had the wits to know to stop doing drugs, right? I can't be a law enforcement officer and continue utilizing drugs. So I had the wits to stop that automatically on my own. Just cold turkey, just like, I never liked this shit anyways. Now I have a purpose. Now I have a career, a goal. Okay. But fellas, like I was still drinking alcohol. And at that time, I didn't know I was a real alcoholic. Kind of knew I had a drinking problem. I kind of knew that I was turned up more than everybody else. But my excuse was, I'm young, everybody else is doing this, and I'm just making up for lost time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So, let me see. I became a correctional officer in 2006. In 2009, I got a DUI. In 2010, I got arrested again. This is me being a correctional officer, getting arrested as a result of alcohol-related incidents. And zero treatment for PTSD at this time. Zero treatment. So I'm still suffering. But on the outside, it looks cool, man. On the outside, it's like, look at Hector. He's doing it. He got a career. He has a girl. He has a pad. He has a vehicle. But inside, I was suffering. I wasn't happy. I was fucking suffering, man. My friends were still dead. My friends were still dying because the war was still raging on.
Yeah.
And I was still getting notified. Hey, so-and-so died. Lehawk got killed. Allen got killed. It's like Becker got killed. Soto got killed. Herndon, right? And I have 9 names tattooed on my back of all my brothers from my platoon that at one point in time were in my fucking platoon. So I was 2010, I hit my rock bottom, man. 2010, I hit my rock bottom. And I know you mentioned the psych ward in your intro. That's where I fucking ended up, man. In 2 South at the VA hospital in La Jolla, which is in San Diego. They kind of fucking bamboozled me. They kind of tricked me. What they told me was, you need to go upstairs, or you should go upstairs so they can help you. There's people like you up there and they can help you. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Right? Like, they put me in a fucking gown. They put me in a wheelchair, man. They fucking elevator my ass up. And they fucking started locking the doors. I'm like, what the fuck? Yelling at the wall, right? People with like schizophrenia. People like I was like, oh, hell no.
No, that was your help out, man. They just
so there was a former Marine in there. He comes up to me right away and he tells me, bro, don't take the pills. Don't take the pills. They're gonna get you hooked on the pills. You're not gonna be able to get off them. I didn't know this guy. This guy didn't know me. So I'm like, all right, cool, thank you. I'm not gonna take any pills, right? So I'm sitting on the bed of the psych ward and I'm like, this is where my alcoholism has led me to. This is it, man. A fucking psych ward. Right, I had already been to jail 1, 2, 3 times. Didn't stop me from drinking. I had already crashed a couple vehicles. 1, 2, didn't stop me from drinking. And now here I am in a fucking psych ward. Like, oh no, right? I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, man. There was a fucking dude jacking off in the fucking same fucking room, dude. I was like, it's like, oh man, I don't deserve to be here. Like, this is wild. So while I was in there, they have a little checklist and it says, what do you want to do while you're here? Do you want to go to church or religious services? Do you want help with alcohol? And then some other things. And believe it or not, I told myself, I'll check this block for alcohol. I might have a problem with alcohol. Like, dude, I checked the block. The next day they called me in and it was my first AA meeting, my first meeting of Alcoholics Anonymous. And I heard the guy speaking had 12 years of sobriety at the time. And he said my story, man. And it dawned on me, I'm a fucking alcoholic. There's a program for people like me. I need to quit drinking now. And I need to get better, right? I need to get better. Because they say that you're not a bad person, you're a sick person. And yeah, so since 2010 till now, I have simultaneously worked on my alcoholism and my post-traumatic stress disorder. I did have to go to a 20-day inpatient rehab for my drinking.
All right. Congratulations that you made it through all that, man.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that was like a synopsis of what transpired, man. So that was in 2010. I got sober and I learned about survivor's guilt. I learned that, dude, because my medic got killed. Our medic, man, Edgar Doc Daclon, he was from Torrance. And that weighed heavy on him because he was a medic. I'm like, hey, he shouldn't have died. I should have fucking died. I'm a fucking grunt. I needed to die, not him. So I wanted to always trade places, man. I was not happy that I was alive. I didn't want to be alive. I didn't have the balls to kill myself. But let me tell you, when I was wilding out, I was trying everything in my fucking power to fucking hope that it would just happen. Fuck it. And I learned all about that, man. I learned it's the brain. It's the brain, man. It's so powerful. Prior to that, I refused to reach out for help because I always used to think like, why am I going to talk to an old doctor? Why am I going to talk to an old ass doctor that's never been to combat, never killed anybody, doesn't fucking know? But that's not the point. The point is how the brain works.
Right.
And it's been a journey, dude. It's been a great fucking journey.
Right on. I'm gonna since you opened up so honestly, bro, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know right here for the record on the show. I actually ended up being hospitalized 5 fucking times myself, bro. Between 2008. Let me see, between 2008 and 2013, I ended up having my own issues myself, bro. So I totally understand everything that you meant, everything you talked about, bro. You hit everything on the head, and that's exactly why I wanted to have you on the show.
Facts, man. So I have a buddy. He was a Marine, Man, this dude was crazy as fuck. He was as crazy as me. And we were wilding together, right? Together. And actually, I think he's from Florida too. Originally, he is from Florida, man. He was a drill instructor over here. And we used to get drunk together. We used to get fucking crazy. So I sobered up. And then he was still drinking. And, you know, kind of when you sober up. Did my shit freeze right there?
I can still hear you though.
All right. Kind of like just to sober up, you know. One day he was going through it, and I picked him up at a hotel room, dude. And he had fucking liquor, cocaine, and a gun. I said, you know what, man? I'm gonna take you to a place. All right, cool. I said, I'm gonna take you to a place where I got help, man. So he's like, hey, nah, take me to Balboa. So I took him to Balboa, and when they greeted him, they're like, hey, it's your like, I don't know what they said, dude. It's like your 12th time here. I'm like, 12th time here? God damn, bro, fucking get it already, man. Holy shit. But like, you know, everybody's at their own pace. Everybody is their own person. Like, I did go visit him in there. I would take him like Subway sandwiches and shit. Like, and that was a trip, man, being on this side and going to visit him. But I mean, that's what brothers do, man. Especially, you know, grunts.
Right on. Right on. All right. So you made it through your struggles with PTSD and all, and you were still working in corrections, right?
So
when did go ahead.
So when I got sober and I got better, I promoted to sergeant, right? Imagine that. My life started getting better once I started addressing my issues head on and sober. And I promoted to sergeant. I promoted to lieutenant. I joined the crisis response team, which is like the SWAT team, as a tactical operator. Then I went to the hostage negotiator course, which that was cool as fuck. That was badass. Just all these accolades, man. Became an instructor. But as I climbed the chain of command, I was seeing the corruption within my department. Right? I was getting exposed to it, and it conflicted with my values: honor, integrity, loyalty, code, and it conflicted with everything that my leadership in the Army taught me. So after a period of time, I ended up resigning, dude. I resigned in December 1st, 2022. I just fucking called it quits. And that's when I wrote the book. One of my friends said, hey, you should write a book because you should put everything in there that you're always training us on. And it'll help the people that are coming on board. And I'm like, I guess, yeah, that's a good idea. So I did that book and I self-published it on Amazon. It's been a big hit, dude. And it's been like fucking selling and positive feedback. Yeah, there it is. And I didn't even know it was on American Book Warehouse. It was way cheaper on Amazon. If you guys want to get it on Amazon, I was like, somebody's stealing my shit and jacking up the prices over there. Go get it on Amazon. It's even in Barnes and Noble's cheaper, but yeah, for sure. Yeah, so like it's helped people out, and then this YouTube that I have, that prison guard, it just. Think of it as a platform for me to be able to speak of my experience, strength, and hope, man, and help people. I'm passionate about helping people, period. And I've been doing this for 1 year and 4 months, and it's been a journey. Let me tell you, it's been a blessing.
Right on. Right on.
That's good, man.
I got a 5-year-old daughter. I've been present in her life every single day, man. I walk her to school. I pick her up. I'm a softball coach for her, a t-ball coach. And, you know, I'll tell you the truth. I always dreaded her asking me questions about the Army. I never was going to tell her anything about the Army. I never was. I never truly was. But one of our friends, she's a female, and she's like, Hector, my dad was a Vietnam veteran, and he never spoke about anything. And I always wondered about it. Like, I really wish he would have told me something. So when she told me that, I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe these daughters do want to know something. So I'll throw her crumbs, man. I'll throw crumbs her way. Nothing crazy, nothing big. Just like, she'll ask a question. I'm like, yeah, that's when daddy was in the Army. Period. you know. Man, she's 5, so her brain will develop, and I'm gonna be open with her, but not. I think you guys understand why I'm not gonna be
Yeah,
too open with
yeah,
her.
bro. Totally get you. Totally get that shit. No, yeah, no need to even, delve too far into that, man.
Hell nah, just the surface.
I really wanted to know because I hear you. I see a lot of your posts about, dealing with the prison system. What are some of those big name California prisons that you actually have been in and that you understand all the gang, life with and everything like that?
So California has or had or still does have 33 prisons. You know, they're always talking about closing them down. I don't know how other states work, but all the way from the northern border of Oregon down to Mexico, there's 33 prisons in between. Pretty much I could pick up a phone and call anybody at any prison and start getting info on anybody, right? It's a small network. It's like, maybe, you know how they say the military is a small world, or CDCR, California, it's a small world, man. People like to gossip and run background checks on people, so it's not that hard to network. Plus, once the computer systems came online in 2012, all the inmates' files, their gang files, were put into the computer system, the database. So when I promoted to a sergeant and lieutenant, I was in an office, so I had free time. And I would always dive into the Mexican Mafia, Nuestra Familia, the Black Guerrilla Family, the Aryan Brotherhood. And I was just studying them. I mean, just like studying your enemy in wars, just study. Like, I want to know how they operate. I want to know how they think. I want to know how they move. And dude, if I did that shit for 16 years, fucking learn. So I know the ins and the outs, man. I even got the opportunity to talk to numerous of those individuals in person, face to face, when they got released from Pelican Bay SHU, which is a trip, man, because these are the highest of the echelon of the prison gangs, man. These are the guys that people make movies about, people that, make legacies of, within their own world. It's a trip, man. I'll tell you what, man. Being in the military, working in corrections, and doing this now, you learn to identify certain traits of people, right? And it's pretty simple, man. There's some evil people with bad hearts, and there's good people with good hearts. And some of these criminals that I met, some of these prisoners that I met, inmates, I could tell they were legitimately sorry for what they did and couldn't wait the hell to get out of prison and never come back again. All right. And I can say that now, being out. You know what I mean? So I kind of speak out on their behalf too, because they need a fair shake when they get out, man, because society can't just write them off because they fucked up in the past like 20, 30 years ago. And, you know what I mean? It's not a lifelong fucking sentence. It's whatever the judge sentenced them to. So I'm a straight shooter, man. I'm fucking fair across the board. And that's why I think people respect that.
Right on. Now, you don't mind, let everyone know where they can find you online, and from everything from your YouTube channel to the book. Where can they find out about Hector Bravo?
So make sure you get that book on Amazon, man. It'll save you like $15 compared to that compared to that other screenshot right there. And it's on Amazon Prime too. You get that shit in like 2 days. And on YouTube, it's called That Prison Guard. That Prison Guard. Just type in my name, Hector Bravo. It'll pop up. Go over there, subscribe, man. We're almost at 30,000 subscribers in a year. In a year time frame, it's kind of skyrocketed. There you go.
Hell yeah.
And on Instagram, Hector__Bravo. Yeah, and I'm always I'm here to help people through my experiences.
Right on. Well, hell, man. We can't thank you enough, bro, for taking the time to come on the show and to talk about everything that you've taken the time to talk about, man. To finish us off, can you just tell us what can we expect from you in the future, bro? Or talk about the Grunt documentary that you got coming.
Yeah, dude. I thank you guys for having me on, man. I feel like comfortable around you guys. Like whenever I'm around fucking grunts, bro, I feel like nothing can touch it.
I should be, man. Every time.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know. You guys go out to town with your boys, and it's all grunts. It's like, hey, man, ain't nobody could fuck with you. Like,
right. You can be yourself. Open up.
Yeah, especially because you've already been tested and proven. But so the Grunt documentary, there is a film producer that we reached out to together. So he's hungry. He's new on the scene. I'm hungry. I'm new on the scene. So we've collaborated. He's come to San Diego. We filmed numerous times. And I actually gave him a hard drive. This fucking thing right here, man. This whole thing is full of pictures and videos from Iraq, man. This is fucking like all 2004, man. So I just shipped it to him, and he's like, "Holy shit, dude!" So all that coupled in with our stories, and it's gonna show you into the depth of being a fucking grunt in Operation Iraqi Freedom and coming back and dealing with what I told you I dealt with. And the reason I did that is to help the future veterans that will be coming back from war, because we go to war as a country every 10 years or so. Yeah. And I do not want them to feel like how I felt and like how we felt, like, hey, that we're on our own, that we're lost our damn minds. That's not the case. Yeah. It's perfectly normal.
Right. Yeah. It is.
Hell yeah, bro. All right. And then just my final question that I like to ask all the guests, bro. Can you tell me your 3 favorite firearms, man? As a grunt, I know you got your preference now.
Okay. Since you said grunt, now you took me grunt mentality. It's going to be I'll be straight up, the M16 A4 right off the bat, since you said favorite firearms and I get to pick.
All right.
And then the Glock 45, which is chambered in 9mm. It's a Glock 45 model. I like that one. And then, fuck. Oh, shit. I'm going to say the Springfield Hellcat to carry. Springfield Hellcat, chambered in 9mm.
All right. Good deal.
Favorite ammo, Federal HST, hollow points.
Tell me this: do you ever hunt or anything to as a therapeutic kind of thing to get that grunt shit out of your system? Because I picked up hog hunting, to be able to legally get it out of my system.
To answer your question, I've never hunted animals in my life. I never have. That's answer number 1. Answer number 2: I'll be going overseas soon to get that out of my system, but I can't say too much. Gotcha.
All right. That'll work, bro. That'll work. Hey, I can't thank you enough, Hector. I really appreciate you coming on the show, telling your story. Like I said, you are one of the reasons why we created this podcast, so we could talk to guys like you who have been there, done that. Not happy that you had to hit rock bottom, but the thing is, you picked yourself up and rebounded so fucking hard that I'm so proud of you. It ain't even goddamn funny. From the book to the documentary to surviving in corrections, bro, your comeback is fucking amazing, and I appreciate you for it.
Thank both of you guys, man. Tap in. Yeah. Just both of you guys, man. Keep in touch. Like I said, we're going to fucking help each other out, man. We're a fucking network.
Right.
All right. That'll work. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Hector Bravo, Army infantry veteran, all right, as well as a best-selling international author and former corrections officer, all right? Check him out on YouTube at That Prison Guard. Check out his book, Operation Yard Recall, an in-depth guide to working inside a correctional facility. And stay tuned for his documentary that is coming up entitled Grunt. All right, Hector, you enjoy the rest of your day, boss, and thank you again.
Thank you, gentlemen. You guys have a good day.
All right. Salute, bro.
Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been episode 107 in the books with another grunt. Amazing story. Salute.
All right, salute.
All I know is war. All I know is shoot. All I want is more, but I got some things to do. I'm a dog of war. Hell's what I've been through. I'm a dog of war. I did it all for you. I'm a soldier, I'm a warrior. Got an emblem on my cover. And ask me what I did for ya. I put the trash deep down under. Yeah, I'm a dog of war. Hell's what I've been through. I'm a dog of war. I did it all for you. Yeah.
Spent some time in the place, man. I just needed some space. All the pain show in my face.